Hey guys, Tarke here, and in today's video I'm going over some pretty major shakeups to the Baeclast lineup, talk about my Lake of Kalandra content plans going forward, and for those interested at the end I will talk about some health stuff because that will be very much impacting my Lake of Kalandra schedule, as I have a lot of hostile appointments clashing with League Start. So first off, if you haven't already, check out the most recent Baeclast episode, because that was actually Octavian's last episode before he moved down to New Zealand to work for GGG, which is absolutely awesome. That episode was very important for a lot of reasons. Not only was it Octavian's last episode, but also it was a test episode to see how people reacted to Grimro and Captain Lance, who are two people I absolutely adore. And yes, they're joining the core Baeclast lineup. With Rise and Niggy having their attentions very much on Lost Ark recently, we had a big chat and have been having like ongoing chats about this in recent leagues. And we decided for now it was best if they focused on the Lost Ark stuff, and I bring on some new people who are more engaged with Path of Exile right now. So the new lineup, at least going forward for the foreseeable future, is Ziggy D, Grimro, Captain Lance, and myself. So not only are we shaking up the lineup, we're also going from 5 down to 4. Reasons being is, while I really enjoy the 5 people we had, the reason we had 5 was just because of how much I enjoyed everyone's chemistry. But ideally, having a slightly tighter podcast makes a slightly easier conversation, especially when we have developers on, because it can get a bit crowded when you start pushing like 6 people. So it gives us more flexibility for bringing on guests, and just means that we will hopefully have a slightly tighter sort of conversation going forward. The first Baeclast of Lake of Kalandra will be happening at 2 p.m. Monday, so that'll be right after the announcement on the 11th. I'll leave a link to this down below. So please, check it out. And if you're feeling a little bit like, ooh, do I like change? What do I feel about this? I would really recommend watching the last episode if you haven't already. And do not worry, I am very much confident that Rise and Nikki will be back at some point. We're all very good friends. There's no bad blood there at all. And yeah, very much looking forward to chatting PoE with some cool dudes. So that's the Baeclast news out the way. Next episode, Monday at 2 p.m. Lake of Kalandra content plans. So I'll be doing my usual things where I react to everything. I put up as many helpful videos as I can think of at least. And then I'll be doing updates on my SSF progress. I'll be playing SSF again. Now, a few things I'm doing this league to make things a little bit more interesting for myself is I'm going to try and force myself as a rule to only play one of 3 things. Either rework skills, new skills, if we have any interesting new skills, or if I get any of the crazy reworked uniques, like major ones, in the first like 72 hours of the league, planning a build around that. So for the people who've been complaining about me only ever playing Courtier, only ever playing Traps, well, unless GG decides to release a bunch of really cool new Chaos Dot skills or like some really cool new traps, I'll be playing something different. Assuming they bring out some new skills, I really hope they do. If they don't bring out any new skills, looking at the buffed up skills, the ones which have my attention the most currently, would be Shock Nova and Sunder. So it'd be some sort of self-cast Shock Nova build or some sort of Sunder build. I haven't decided which one's which yet. Also, people planning out their current league starts, I do have a Patreon. I don't plug it all too often. I don't like going too shilly on these things. But I do have a Patreon if you want to support the channel. And I also do offer some like build advice stuff where I help people like narrow through their ideas. And I offer some suggestions just based on my thoughts when people send me their POBs and such. So if you do want any help with your league start, I feel like just kind of supporting the channel, that's there. Now, how will my schedule kind of change based on the health stuff, as I mentioned? I've had a bunch of increasing health concerns recently, a mix of Crohn's and other things. There's some question about my liver currently. Not a heavy drink or anything, but there's just some evidence that suggests that my liver function isn't 100%. So I'm having a bunch of scans and tests alongside my usual Crohn's treatments, and everything's just lined up perfectly around league start. So I have a bunch of stuff in over the next week, but at league start specifically, I'm in hospital on the 18th, league launch on the 19th, I'm in hospital on the 20th, and I'm in hospital on the 23rd, and then I have a bunch more stuff after that. So I'm going to do my best to conserve energy for league start and upload videos as and when I can, but my main priority will be making sure that I'm not overexerting myself. So Instead of the usual Tarke like barrage of videos, you get like 1 to 2 videos every day for the league start. It might be a situation if you get like 2 videos one day, then nothing for a day or two, then like a video, then a little gap. I'll just have to play it by ear. I'm having a lot of treatments I haven't had before, so I'm not sure how they'll affect me. Some of them might be a situation of just in hospital for 4 or 5 hours, and then I leave and I'm fine. Or it might be a situation of I'm in hospital for 4 or 5 hours, and then I feel like terrible for the next 2 days as I get over the treatment. I don't know how I react to it, because again, I've not had it before. But yes, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what Lake of Kalandra has in store. Very much looking forward to seeing the remaining unique items. That there's apparently 100 reworked uniques. Very much waiting for a full list. I am hoping if we get a full list before League start to make a video where I kind of go through all the ones that really stand out to me, the things I think are most interesting. I know there are a lot of content creators currently who are doing individual videos on like the uniques as they come through, like one video on one unique or a video on like 2 uniques, but not really what I'm interested in. I'd rather kind of go into it with a better idea, because it's very hard to gauge how strong these are without the context of what the league mechanic is and the context of all of these items together, because you see like one very powerful chess piece, but we don't know how powerful it is compared to the other chess piece. And there's a lot of questioning and debate right now saying, will this new league mechanic interact with unique items? A lot of people think there will be. So I'm really waiting for all of that information to give a more well-rounded sort of opinion. But anyway, I'm Tarky. I hope you're all doing well. Best of luck to everyone come league start, and I will see you all, because I will also be doing my best to do a live stream reaction to the announcement. So make sure you're following my Twitch if you're not already, and also my Twitter, because I tweet at the start of each every stream, and I also tweet whenever I put out a YouTube video. I'm Tarky. Have a good day. Bye-bye.